Welcome, my magical friends. Welcome back to Magic with SoulBride. I've got my Book of Shadows out for you here. I'm going to show you my network for writing spells. I make spell work worksheets that I then fill out when I'm ready to write my spell. And I thought I'd share that with you guys because I found it so convenient that I'd like for you to see it also. So you have your worksheet where you're going to put all your ideas on paper. And then if you want to write elemental calls like I do, I have a page where you just write out the elemental call. And then I'm going to show you some ways of getting ideas for your spells. Okay, so spell work. You have, okay, first you want to do the name of your ritual, the type of ritual, the moon phase that you'd like to use, what your magical intent is, what is the purpose of your spell, your candle types and colors, your herbs and resins that you're going to use, the crystals that you're going to use, the tools that you're going to use, the way you want to place your objects, an elemental call. I just write down the name of the elemental call that I wrote for it. And then elemental visuals is, sometimes I use my elemental objects where I have an empty jar for air, phosphorus for fire, water for water, dirt for earth, and lavender for spirit. But I also like to sometimes think outside the box and use different kinds of things for my elemental objects. And I use them just to represent and honor that element along with its elemental candle. Alright, so let me show you briefly. I'm just going to do a quick hand of how you could fill these out. So I'm just going to use a spell that I've already written. The name was Release Negativity. The type of ritual is it's going to expel negative energies. Alright, now type of ritual, we're expelling negative energies from our daily lives by way of meditation, circle casting, dry potions, and a glorious full moon. So obviously our moon phase will be full. And our magical intent would be to expel negative energy from our family. And that is myself, my husband, and our son. I'm going to banish any and all anger, fear, laziness, procrastination, and bad attitudes in general. Alright, the candle type and color, we're going to use a white taper candle. And this is for purity. Now we're going to use a red tea candle for passion. And we're going to use a blue jar candle. That just means it's one of those small candles you can get that are like a jar. They have a lid on them. Alright, the herbs and resins that we're going to use is sage, lavender, and my strength potion. Okay, so you see how this is going. You get to the back. What crystals am I going to use? I'm going to use amethyst, rose quartz, and selenite. Tools I'm going to use are obviously my Book of Shadows, an altar cloth, my pentacle, my smudge and shell, and so on and so forth. My object placement, I'm going to put my lion in the center for courage of my altar. I'm going to have my wand at the top, and then so on and so forth. An elemental call, and let's see, what did I use? I used my power circle call because I wanted to use lots of power to rein in these bad attitudes. And that was 5, 9, 17. And then the elemental releases along with that. And then the last thing is elemental visuals. And for air, I'm going to have lavender and sage. For fire, I'm going to have a tea candle, a red one. For water, a dish of water, just a small dish. For earth, I'm going to use some aventurine. And for spirit, I'm going to use my selenite sphere. And that's how you fill that out. That gets you your basics of your ritual. It helps you completely get on your way with it. Now the actual words to the ritual you will have to write separately. But down here under elemental visuals you can always just draw a line and use that space down there. Or I even sometimes will work with the space all around it because, you know, it's easy. So, elemental calls. If you want to be able to write an elemental call, you can use a worksheet like this, where it just has the elements there with the space you need, so it's very easy to keep up with, so that way, when you handwrite it out, you can keep up with what you're doing. It's a lot cleaner, as opposed to just writing element here, where it would get bundled up, so you can see plain and clear that this is in 5 steps. So if you're not sure what an elemental call is, an elemental call is where you call in the elements, but you make it fancy. And so when I cast my circle, this is how I cast. Element air, I call you from the east, to open this ritual with power unleashed. Blow strong yet gentle, show us your might. Join in my circle in this magical rite. Element fire, I call you from the south, to aid in this ritual with power throughout. Bring your strength, your heat, your power and light. Join in my circle in this magical rite. Element water, I call you from the west, to aid in this ritual with power so blessed. Drown me in your strength and your waves so bright. Join in my circle in this magical rite. Element earth, I call from the north. With the power inside me, I now bring you forth. Cradle and succor with your energy so right. Join in my circle in this magical rite. Element spirit, I call you from here. Fill me, love me, help my mission ring clear. Enveloped in your strength, I can settle this night. Join in my circle in this magical rite. And an elemental release is just even more simple. Element spirit, please now take your leave. Thank you for filling my magical need. Mary part spirit. And so on and so forth. And so once you get that written out, if you're like me and you want to keep a binder, you can type it up and then you have it all fancy like that. And if you need help in doing this, if you're like me and you want it to rhyme, because what isn't fun when it rhymes, I have some words laid out. So I took the most basic words that I use a lot in spell writing. So blessing, and I've got everything that rhymes with that, with 3, with witch, night, ask, pray, power, and then elemental rhymes, air, fire, water, earth, and spirit, everything that rhymes with those. And then here I have some synonyms. because when you're doing spell writing, you don't want to use the same word over and over again. So like, if you need to use the word help, you might want to try aid, assist, assistance, promote, encourage, advance, benefit, succor, abet, remedy, further, relieve, serve, boost, back up, foster, forward, and uphold. So it gives you a wide range of words to work with. And now if you want to use any type of mantras or chants in there, I have these that, most of these I got off the internet. I might have written one or two. But it's just something simple you can throw in there, like this one. By the power within me, by the power of 3 times 3, by the harnessed power of all I see, as I will it, it shall be. So if you want to use one of those mantras, you can. If you want to get your own offline, you can. If you want to write your own, even better, because that's awesome. Alright, more to help you write. So when it comes to the moon phase, here is a list of the lunar phases and what they mean. Full moon is wish fulfillment, harvest, spell work, achieving dreams, protection, and perfect ideas. Here I have written down the color energies, the energy that each color holds, so that if you want to work with any kind of colors, be it what it may, you'll have these to go by. So for white, new beginnings, imagination, purity. For brown, grounding, home, stability. For blue, peace, hope, healing, patience, truth. These will help you to write your spells. And then candle colors. White brings peace, purity, healing, innocence, and divination. Black brings safety, protection, banishes negativity, pride, doesn't banish pride, but also for pride and shapeshifting. Orange is creative, justice, joy, ambition, and so on and so forth. So that will help you to choose your candle colors. And then I have a simple herbal list. As you guys know, I'm very into herbs, so I have a very detailed list. Well, it's not detailed, I would say, but if you can't find a certain herb in this, then I don't know what to tell you. Okay, so we got all those herbs and what they mean, and then here we've got the healing of gemstones and crystals, so that you know what kind of crystals you may need. And so that is how I write my spells. These are the tools that I use, and the reason why I do this video is because I want to help you guys. I would like you to have as much fun with your spell writing as I have with mine, so I'm going to put a PDF down in the description box where you can download and print your own spell worksheets. But if you want more than that, if you want all the tools I've given here, the rhymes, the synonyms, the lunar phases, the crystals, the herbs, if you want all that information to help you write your spells, then please come to my Facebook page. It's SoulBride Kits and Tools. So if you want something like this to help you write your spells, please go to my Facebook page. It's facebook.com/magicwithsoulbridekits, or you can do @SoulBrideKits and Tools. Also, you can go to my video creator page and leave me some love there. That's always great. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed making it. And remember to take this, make it yours, and go do beautiful, magical things. Blessed be and bye-bye.